I prefer my water to be cold. Cold like out of the refrigerator. That's colder than the tap. So when I take my vitamins in the morning, I take the vitamin bottle, I unscrew it, I take out the vitamin, and I hold it in my hand. Then I take my canteen from the refrigerator, unscrew that, and pop it, right? Not this morning. I got those reversed. What a mess. Thank God I didn't have the mic in front of me at the time. Welcome back to Rob's Feed today. This is episode number 119, and I'm Rob Shendo. Maybe you're a college student living in a dorm. Maybe you just live in a small studio apartment. What you need to do is get over to dormco.com/Rob. Once you're there, you'll find all kinds of items specifically designed for folks living in small spaces. That's dormco.com/Rob. What? Did you say something to me? I'm sorry? No, I'm afraid I can't hear. Could Viagra make you hard of hearing? Researchers are uncovering evidence that yet another edible impotence drugs may do just that. The FDA has been warning about possible hearing complications associated with anti-impotence medicine since 2007. But two new reports are raising concerns. United Kingdom researchers who've surveyed drug watchdogs around the world uncovered 47 cases of sudden hearing loss linked to Viagra and related drugs. Another 233 possible reports from the United States had to be excluded, though, because of lack of details. This is reported by the Daily Mail. Now, Reuters is reporting that in a new U.S. study, findings are that taking Viagra could double one's chances of experiencing hearing loss. It found that 1 in 3 men over 40 who took the drug had hearing loss. Of those not taking it, only 1 in 6 did. Scientists say they are not sure how anti-impotence drug medicine could affect hearing, but suspect a chain of chemical reactions caused by drugs could be harming the inner ear. There's been an update in the controversy about sex abuse in the Roman Catholic Church. The new John Jay report, I think it's called, on the causes and context of the sexual abuse crisis includes a finding that will probably surprise many observers. David Gibson states in a piece on Religious News Service, the researchers found no statistical evidence that gay priests were more likely than straight priests to abuse minors, a finding that undermines a favorite talking point of many conservative Catholics. The disproportionate number of adolescent male victims was about opportunity, not preference or pathology, the report states. What's more, researchers note that the rise in the number of gay priests from the late 1970s onward actually corresponded with a decreased incidence of abuse, not an increased incidence of abuse. Well, that makes most of that makes sense. Have you ever seen an altar girl? The church is so predominantly male, overwhelmingly male, that there just aren't girls around to abuse. So it's a crime of opportunity. I just thought that was incredibly interesting, but not a surprise. It seems a big story this week in mainstream media seems to be Arnold Schwarzenegger, the former governor of California, who fathered a child out of wedlock. This child was, by the way, born the same week he had a child. Maria gave birth to a child. So, and at the same time, we have the former Speaker of the House, Newt Gingrich, who is the biggest philanderer that the Congress has ever seen, running for president on a family values platform. Makes you wonder, you have a committed, loving relationship and you want to get married, we're a threat to traditional marriage. What the fuck are these guys? Oh, that's right, they're Republicans. Here in Chicago, one of the biggest things, it's big sports time again because our Chicago Bulls professional basketball team is in the playoffs and I guess doing very well. I wish I followed basketball more than I do, and I like basketball, I really do. But that's a problem because they play at the United Center, and even the Chicago Bulls playoffs aren't as big as Oprah Winfrey. Ms. Winfrey's doing her final shows right there from the United Center. That's where they're being taped. And people are doing, well, that's to accommodate the thousands of people who wish to attend. And they're doing some weird shit just to get in. Tickets to her farewell spectacular have been pretty hard to come by. So a Canadian man beat himself up in an attempt to score some. His name is Robert Spearing. He's 44, and he told police that two men beat him up and stole his tickets to Tuesday's show. Later, he admitted that he'd actually used a rock to cut his own forehead and scraped his hands on the sidewalk. NBC Chicago reports that Spearing and his wife had come from Ontario without tickets, and he told the cops he didn't want his wife to be angry with him. So instead of seeing Oprah, he was charged with one count of felony disorderly conduct for filing a false police report, and he spent a night in jail. I wouldn't do that for I live in Chicago. I could have seen Oprah in person anytime I chose to do so. I guess just request tickets in advance. I've not even watched the show on television. It's a daytime television talk show. I have seen the show in all the years, fewer times than the number of fingers I have raised there. But good luck, Oprah. As you know, I live in Chicago. But every year about this time, I kind of wish I lived in New York. Well, for one, the Tony Awards, celebrating Broadway's best, they're coming up, I think, on the 12th of June. And I'd love to one day be at the Tony Awards. And then the following week, there's a benefit for Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS. And if you can, figure out how to get there. If you like Broadway, in particular the talented, handsome, hard-bodied dancers you see cavorting around on stage in the musicals, you'll love this benefit taking place. It's at the Roseland in New York. There's two shows, one at 9:30 and the other at midnight. And I understand, so I've heard before, and I assume it'll be the case this year too, the midnight show is more risque. Broadway Bears is an annual extravaganza featuring some of the hottest performers on stage today, both male and female, in various stages of undress. As I said, the proceeds benefit Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS, and that's one of the nation's leading industry-based HIV/AIDS fundraising and grant-making organizations. It funds the social service work of the Actors Fund and awards grants to AIDS service organizations nationwide. And it's hot. Now, I understand that American Idol is winding down, that they'll crown another champion soon. Do you know what? I don't know, and I really don't care. I haven't watched a single episode of that show for 2, maybe 3 years. But there's also America's Got Talent. And in Britain, there's Britain's Got Talent, and we all became aware of that when Susan Boyle sang so beautifully for her first appearance on that program. There's also other versions of the Got Talent franchise, and there's one in Australia, too. Well, I'm not going to even say anything more about this. Here's a guy performing for Australia's Got Talent.
Apprentice plumber Dylan Yendall from Tassie.
Hello.
G'day.
What's your name?
My name's Dylan. I'm from a little place called Launceston, Tasmania.
You okay?
Yeah.
Bit nervous?
No, I'm fine.
Was it the heart pumping a bit?
I just had a bit of a caffeine shot before I came out here, so...
Isn't your heart on the other side?
Yeah, sorry. I am nervous.
So what's your act?
My act, I'm going to do a song.
What song are you going to sing?
I'm singing Sex Bomb by Tom Jones.
Nice.
Sex bomb, you're my sex bomb, and you can't give it to me when I need to come along. Sex bomb, you're my sex bomb, and baby you can turn me on.
Children, cover your eyes.
Make me explode all over, know where you to go to sex me slow. And yes, I must react to the praise of those who say that you are not all that. You're my sex bomb, and you can give it to me. I need to come along. Sex bomb, you're my sex bomb, and baby you can turn me on. Thank you very, very much. I was not expecting that at all.
Did you just say that you weren't expecting that at all?
No.
Have you got a sock tucked down there?
No, I don't.
That's all legit.
That's highly inappropriate, Brian.
Oh, sorry, I'm the inappropriate one.
You're right, mate.
I kind of liked it.
Thanks for the compliment.
I kind of liked it. You got great legs as well, haven't you?
I liked it. You got a good act. Not the best singer, but I don't think you were really here to sing. And the only advice I would give is when...
So good. Happy days.
I'm blushing. Now, what do you think? Because you would have seen this before.
I can tell you've never seen anything like that before. There's probably, I guess, 2,000 yeses from the girls back there.
That's a yes from me.
Yes.
3 yeses. You're through to the next round. Nice work.
Thank you.
Even cleans up.
Well done. Whatever. Danny wanted me to give you this. Now go back to Tassie before my wife sees you.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Good luck. Well done.
Wow. You know, if I were a judge for that talent show, I'd say yes too. And that's all I'm going to say.